Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Back on the Kop TV, AGT and Darren, regular of the channel. How are we, fella? Not good after that, I suppose.
No, desperate. Folded right at the vital moment. A minute I seen it just went a minute over the time, and that's the most vital time. I was shouting obviously for the ref to just blow it just before he did, because I knew give chance Newcastle one other chance the way which was gone for us and they were going to score. And we'd more chances, shots in that game than we had when we beat Palace 7-0. I think we 22, 23 on goal, and I don't know what the conversion rate was on target, but I think it was more than 10. And to only score one, when you get that goal early, Alex, it's 3.5 minutes gone. Mo scores, takes it down. What a goal, by the way. And then we're so comfortable in the game. You know, we're dominant that first half. And I said at half time that at half time it could have been 4-3 to us, like the reverse
genuinely
fixture
could have
back
been
in the
4-3 at
90s.
half time,
Yeah. So it would have been another Liverpool Newcastle, but 4-3 game, a classic. But in the first half, and sadly again, I mean, not only we threw away 2 points, but just the whole trying to see out a game, trying to, like, when you get, sometimes in football you need luck, but today it wasn't about luck. Today was you had your chances and you need to finish some of them. And if we'd got that second,
let's talk about the chances. 1-0 up after 3 minutes. You're thinking, wow, the tempo's been set. This could be 4 or 5, 6. That's the optimist. But the realist thinks, well, if you don't score the second, the third, the fourth, the game is still very much open. And I mean, the chances that Jota, Firmino, Mane, and Salah had between them is nothing short of a joke. I mean, obviously, we all know that they train and you know, they have shooting practice. You wouldn't think so after today. I mean, take away Salah's goal. Awful. Some of the decision making in the final third. What did you make of the subs, though? Because Thiago comes off, which was weird for me. I mean, he was man of the match, as BT said. He comes off after 65 minutes. Milner's on. He also takes off Jota and Mane. Sorry, Mane didn't come off, but Jota comes off as well. What did you make of the subs there?
Strange. Obviously, very strange, especially Thiago, because he was so comfortable and composed in midfield, wasn't he? And he was stringing a lot of passes together, and they just couldn't get near them. And I think that double pivot, what he done at Bayern playing with Gini, seems to be somewhere where he gets a lot of free range and he's more effective in. And today he was really good, and it was reminiscent of seeing Thiago at Bayern. But I hate being on here and saying that, because we've dropped 2 points and he's been taken off after 65 minutes, and we're saying he got man of the match and how effective he is. So it's probably not the time now to talk about how good he was, but it was a very, the 2 substitutions were very strange. And there's
a lot of strange substitutions from Klopp more recently. I want to get into some of these comments, though. Diego says keep hitting the likes, which of course you should do. The Kop TV moderator says 1-0 is sometimes not a safe lead because the opponents just need 1 goal to equalise. I think that must be Michael Owen there. We won't even make the Europa League this year, says Stephen.
I'd be happy
so
not
sad to see a 95th minute goal. Feeling so frustrated now. Everyone's saying really good stuff about Sir Maximan. I mean, he was really impressive today. And you know, if he was on the other team, we might have scored a few more goals. But the fact that we just had to kick him and foul him and take yellow cards, both of our centre-backs taking yellow cards because of him. He's had a great game. But listen, is the top 4 over now, Darren? Is the top 4 a distant dream now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't believe you're saying that.
The dream is over now, and it's about making sure we try and keep Thursday night free by next season. Sadly to say, I don't want to be in Europa League. I want Champions League.
So where do you want to come then?
Well, what you have to finish is this 5th, 6th, and 7th gets Europa League, isn't it? I think. So
but the Europa Conference League is 8th and 9th, isn't it?
Could be, yeah. No, look, we're going to get Europa League, because we'll probably, do you know what will probably happen now? We will probably go out next week and take 3 points against United, be clinical and put in a good performance. Just wouldn't surprise me, but again, it's too late in the season, because there's all that. anything that, yeah, well, I suppose it would surprise you, but in a way it wouldn't, because you're saying, well, it's too late now. But no, we're not going to get top four, and it's an awful shame, because I looked at Chelsea's fixtures. They're going to drop points. The teams around us that are also competing are going to drop points, and who's playing today? Chelsea and West Ham as well. So it's sad to see that the season has ended the way it is, and it's sad to see that the champions are home against a side like Newcastle, who struggle season in, season out, who are well below par this season for any Newcastle fan expectations. And we were holding on at the end with a 1-0 and with 22, I just seen it there, 22 shots on goal, 9 on target.
22 shots on goal, so 9 on target, 1 goal.
That's the most baffling bit, you know, but it is a baffling...
Someone out there is good at maths and can give us a little conversion rate there. 1 shot in 22. It can't be good at all. Marshall says it's over and the front 3 are to blame. I mean, these are some really heavy comments coming in because of that last-minute equaliser from Joe Willock, who, you know, has scored now against Tottenham, West Ham, a winner, and now a draw. As you know, saved a point for Newcastle at Anfield. Unreal substitution, really, there from Steve Bruce. But he knew what to do. Get it in the box, look for the knockdown, and that's exactly what happened. And you know, some comments like this saying this is why we need the Super League. Get out of here. 4.5% conversion rate there. We've just had the maths in. 4% says splish splash. Kop TV moderator says 4.5. Either way, it's in the single figures. Why, Darren? Just to round us off here, why aren't our front 3 scoring goals after having 22 chances to do so?
Well, the answer is I can't explain why, because I looked at some of the chances today.
Well, that's not an answer, really, is it?
I suppose just too complacent and not being ruthless, not being cutthroat in front of goal. And when they have that chances, I seen today Salah should have been selfish. We've seen it in the past where he's selfish and he's being slated, sadly. I mean, he plays it into Mane and Mane misses like a chance he just can't miss. So it's just, we're not ruthless enough, and we need someone to go in there that's clinical, that's ruthless, that's just going to look at every game where he wants to outscore and he wants to be the one to get goals. And we haven't got room for sentiment to say, oh, yeah, it is a team game and it's this and it's that and you need to pass the ball. That's all right when you're 3 or 4 up, but when you're 1-0 up and you've had chances and it's not working for you, someone just needs to grab the game and get that second. And if today we got the second, we would have been comfortable, would have been set up in ourselves, and we probably would have got the 3rd or 4th. But look, it is what it is today. Again, 2 points blown. It was a typical, again, performance. Our front 3, I would have said probably 1. I'd give Salah probably 3 out of 10 because he got that good goal. But the rest of the lads were so poor. Yeah, 3 out of 10, and he gets a great goal, and he was lively and sharp at times, but just not clinical.
What about this, though?
Same story.
What about this from Matthew Rigby? He says there is no one else who gets the blame apart from the front 3. Marshall says that's facts. Who else can you blame, though, today, Matthew, apart from the front 3? I mean, they're the ones that get paid the most money out of the team to put the ball in the net. Yes, Salah scored after 3 minutes, but I'm pretty sure Jota had 7 or 8 chances. I'm pretty sure Mane had at least 5. Firmino had a few. Who else can you blame for that today? Creatively, we were getting balls into them. You can't have a go at everyone else because they were doing their job. They were putting the chances in.
Yeah,
today, Matthew, you have to blame the front 3. I mean, for their goal, yes, maybe we should have been stronger on that initial header, but Paul here says, what do we do in training? Shooting at Adrian. I mean, don't bring him into it. Kop TV moderator says, I blame John Henry, FSG out. Right, we're going to leave it there, Darren. Thanks for coming on, mate, in what has been an unbelievable... Well, it's quite believable, actually.
Season's over now, so
season's over.
We might as well give the lads the flip-flops and go to the beach and end it all here. Now it's over. It's not worth playing for anything else. It's just a bit of pride and probably a little bit of who do you play where next season and experiment things. That's all that's going to happen. Bring the likes of Curtis back in and cash in the summer on the likes of Naby Keita and players that we have just let us down time after time. But it's not injury. It's I keep Firmino as a backup number 10, and the reason being is because I know this season he has been poor and awful, but what I like about Bobby is his attitude, and he keeps going and going. His availability's there. He doesn't let us down in that sense. I know sometimes you have to look beyond that, but Bobby, for me, a squad player. I don't think he'll play as much next season, and if he's happy to do that, then keep him. But if not, I think he's a player then that would have to be sold, and that'll be a conversation between him and the management. But we will see in the summer that there might be a lot of changes more than what we expect. But yeah, we'll just wait. Look, it's a 9-day. It's an early kick-off. The weekend is more or less out now with that, isn't it? But I'm not going to try and let it get on to me. I'm going to just do what I can do. And just take it. I mean, after Monday night, I did come on here and say top 4 was gone. And today, then, when you're seeing Chelsea, West Ham, you're seeing us starting with the main 4 goal scorers, you thought, and we get an early goal. Might be something, but it wasn't. Even if we'd have won today, it would have been a bit. And look, Newcastle should have got that goal. Again, we're going back to VAR, context of play, horrendous, stupid decisions. I just don't understand it. So many stupid things this season that doesn't make sense. And the European Super League this season was another kick in the teeth and summed it all up, really. But yeah. We'll just wait and see what happens next, Alex. But all the best. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Sounds like it's all over, Darren. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
We'll get through a final few comments here. Jamie Lane says, Fabinho back in midfield or it's going to be more points dropped. I said, and I tweeted tongue-in-cheek at the start of the game, that our best centre-back currently at the club isn't playing. Let's wish him well in his path to recovery. Not Virgil van Dijk, but Nathaniel Phillips. That's who I was talking about. And you do feel as if he scored today. Again, I'll show you the man on my wallpaper on my phone. If he played today, maybe he would have kept out that header because, as you know, heading's his strong point. Bottler's ruining my week, says Paul. Arjan says Firmino and Wijnaldum should leave. Wijnaldum captain again today for a player who isn't getting a contract at the end of the season. Funny decision to leave him as captain. Kylian OT, all we had to do is hold our nerve for 1 minute. Time for Mane to move on too. Listen, a very, very, very emotional fan cam there with Darren. We'll be back next time. Take care. All the best.